Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 10 o'clock, April 20th, 2022. It's just going to be a brief weather update today. Nothing that remarkable, but we did have a couple of showers, you see, and thunderstorms pop up just north of us, including one that was over the Long Island Sound. So we're going to go and look at that on the radar rewind right now. We'll show you what wound up happening, because it was kind of remarkable here. 2 o'clock, we had this one cell that just developed right over here. Right over, like, the North Shore, it looks like over, it really wasn't moving all that much. It looks like it developed. It popped right over Northport, and then it kind of just, as quickly as it popped, it dissipated. So it looked like it popped over Northport, and then it just kind of dissipated. I don't think it ever made it. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. It just dissipated right there. So it really never made it past, like, Sunken Meadow. There was some other storms clusters that did wind up developing in New Jersey, some including a strong one that was north of Parsippany that sat there for a little bit. I think they actually had to issue a flood warning because these storms just didn't move. They kind of just sat where they were. And this storm here that was over New Jersey was actually fairly visible from Long Island, as you see there is the thunderhead. But other than that, you can see plenty of clear sky around it, and I did enjoy some of that clear sky today. Once again, this later in the afternoon, there was a breeze out there, and it's not too bad on the South Shore. There's a breeze. Most areas are reporting 75, 73 at Islip, but the dew point's up there. It's humid with a dew point of 70, but unfortunately, in the alley, yeah, it's still close to 80 degrees.
Place.
And that...
Oh, I hate this place!
Exactly. So, so yeah, it was kind of hot there as well. So, yeah, so let's go over what our highs were today. And it was definitely more of a sea breeze today, so it kept things a little cooler. We'll also have to look at rainfall totals, which I'm not going to use for this site. Well, it still managed to get up to 90 at Islip, believe it or not, still. But you see how much cooler it was on the South Shore. Around 90 in the city as well. And probably, let's see how hot it was in New Jersey. Around 90 as well. So pretty much fairly uniform everywhere. The only areas that avoided it really were the South Shore, of course. Those spoiled people. Ooh, sorry, let that slip there. Those people on the South Shore just avoiding the heat and avoiding all the problems as well. Or most of them. You see only 82 in Sayville. I mean, that's just a huge difference there between Sayville and Islip with the high at MacArthur Airport. Because that's not really Islip. MacArthur Airport is, they call it Islip MacArthur Airport, but it's really Ronkonkoma. And you can see during the day, despite the south wind, it still got close to 90. Dew points were in the mid-60s, and then it cooled off later on. But if we go and we look at that site again in Sayville, where they've been sitting pretty all day, you can see that they are, they pretty much have, look at that, only 80 degrees, only low 80s right on the South Shore. So really much cooler if you were on the South Shore versus, everywhere else. So let's go look at the Wonder Map. And you will see that. Go to precipitation. We'll see if that cell actually dropped anything. Looks like 0.3 over, Sunken Meadow got something. 0.3 right around Sunken Meadow Park. It got maybe a quarter of an inch of rain. Other than that, that was the only cell that popped up over Long Island. The other one was in New Jersey. And that one, right over the Pompton Lakes area, it looks like over an inch of rain there. So, yeah, even some of the areas like Kinnelon, 2.47. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That thunderstorm just sat over them for a while earlier on. So let's go look at the models now. I guess we got all this stuff out of the way. So let's go to the models now, and we are going to look at the models and take a look and see what's going to be happening over the next 24 hours. I'm not really going to get into the long range too much in this weather update. We did have those scattered isolated showers, and as far as tomorrow goes, could happen again perhaps, but again mostly inland. But look at this, we finally get some rain on Monday, but look at this. This doesn't look all that impressive at all, and the heavy stuff goes inland again. So this is not looking that impressive for Monday again, at least on the HRRR model, which is the only model we're going to be going over today pretty much. So looking at dew points, see southerly flow, comes a little more southeasterly tomorrow. But there will be a sea breeze, but again, still warmer inland. I can see somewhat lower dew points inland as well. But it will be humid tomorrow, and then we go into more of that east. We're still in that southerly flow for Monday. All right. Looking at the temperatures. You can see temperatures will be up to around the mid 80s, probably, maybe a little bit cooler, maybe a little bit of a stronger breeze tomorrow, maybe a few more clouds, maybe, but I still think it could be upper 80s. Maybe some areas in the North Shore and Mineola might still get to 90. Of course, if you're in the city of Jersey, you'll still get to 90. Muggy night, and then Monday we'll have plenty of cloud cover, which will keep the temperatures much lower, probably only in the upper 70s, perhaps not even 80 degrees. So let's go and look at the amount of precipitation that this model is calling for. This is the HRRR, and we'll go from till 0Z Tuesday. And you can see, look at this. It's very spotty. That's not good. And there's a big hole there. So this is the problem. It's just, we're going to have to talk more about this tomorrow night, but this drought is just getting worse and worse and worse, and we need help bad. So let me go to the RGM model, which is a little more encouraging, by the way. This is the RGM model for precipitation. You still see eastern Suffolk just doesn't get much. It's very spotty. All we're going to do is look at the clouds on this model for tomorrow, and you'll see here, we'll have more clouds in the sky tomorrow, more high clouds, I think, some mid-level clouds around. So we won't have the blue sky today, and then we'll be overcast on Monday, and then those clouds will probably linger into Tuesday as well, with maybe some more rain chances. But we'll get into that more, I think, tomorrow night. Just expect another fair weather day tomorrow with maybe something very isolated, but I seriously doubt it. That's for sure. So that is going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.